Wawa Saturday for Douala, Cameroun, Ebinet capital. Sabise for inside 72 hours. 10 people that don't die for Sika Palava for roads. One way happen for Saturday, number 17 day for inside November moon. 7 people that die. Before these 7 people that one die, we Sabise for place for Bonapriso. Where accident be happen to for day for night for Thursday, we broke for Friday. 2 people that die plus 1 mami to a moto in work on top his skin for that side. So for drive on double Bonaberi Douala form, it may can say 10 people that don't die for inside 72 hours for Douala side here. One way bad plenty, now the one way just happen for that side. So for earth for Douala we will go talk on top that palava. Country people them, we glad plenty for meet up una today when a PIDGIN news debate. Now for we for turn back for some of the story that will be shown now for this side. So for Equinoxe story house, we go talk palava for roads, we go talk even palava for walkway, Ngomna delegate them for different side they do palava say for a help for people them for Norwest Airways and even Ayuk Tabi Ikes where Inobi Waka fine. This week we finish. If time left we go talk we then are with you today. Naimi say me ambassador and one of we own person will give me invite. Number 2 person, he never feel for me to win. Pambe, I want to say good afternoon and I'm glad for me to you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. The throwaway salute for televiewers then for Equinoxe and the throwaway special salute for Equinoxe PIDGIN TV debate. I say we're there for a year now because then they out there and they always support we and I be happy for the invitation where you give me for say me I can give my own contribution for say me will country work I find.
Okay, Pambe, we just talk at this morning time or this morning time so what we pass for Douala. We go to talk with the image where Nadine says we go give it for that side. Sabi say na another Wawa Saturday will wake up for this side so for Douala. For Siam where it is so na moto big gongoro sesep where we hear Tori we enter for EM. Everyone dodge some mami where mami be the crossroads. He step pass. E go knack na sote 7 Okada people there they sleep flat for that side so for help for village where e finish with them. No be na self saying na 1 or 2 people them 7 Okada people them where they sleep flat. This Saturday, Wawa Saturday, I don't just try for calculate number for people them where they don't die inside this week for 72 hours. We get accident way pass for Bonapriso Thursday for wake up for Friday morning. 2 people then die, 1 Okada man and even 1 taxi driver. Yesterday when a Friday for side for drive on double. Now 1 person he died. So for 72 hours for Cameroun economic capital, we don't lost so 10 people them. And the other people then no be na self say they be make na play for roads. The one na Ngongoro way it lost sense. Then he finished one time with his 7 Okada people them. As I say, maybe the kind of thing it never ever happened for Douala. And fear they say, it dey like say the Gongoro be don't knock people them before it be one even come to the Okada people them.
Well, Ambassador, on a really sad case, before I comment on that topic, I will want to extend my heartfelt condolence for the families and where they don't lose their people them. But I think say one problem there for Cameroon we will get for follow them seriously. With the cry roads they don't come, but the roads they instead kill. I think say the government delegates them where they for the various towns them, especially Douala, as they fix road then get for take strict measures them. I think say for Carrefour them, make government delegate them place them for Carrefour them way Ben Sikin them feel stand for them because if you walk around town, Ambassador, go for wrong point now. At the past this morning, I shake my head where I never even hear this news for this accident. I shake my head because when you reach for wrong point, the whole wrong point, they don't, Ben Sikin, they don't cover them. This place where they don't broke and for that place where police post be there for wrong point, me I be check say they will leave that place for Ben Sikin them for the stand for take their passengers them. But unfortunately, I don't pass, I see that they plan grass for day. And the Ben Sikin, they don't stand up for me the road. Because they no get place where they fit stand wait passenger. So I think say something they get for do something for solve that problem. If not on daily basis, we go the lost people them for sika this palava accident, especially Ben Sikin them. Because wrong point are just the worst. And if we look for that place, na place where Ben Sikin them stand, no be even say they be the worker. So they no get enough place for Carrefour them. I think say make government delegate look into that. You see how each junction they fit create place where they go stand for the weight passenger where they no be exposed for this kind danger. I think say it would be better for we population.
This accident will happen even as we go turn back for inside for talk and better when we meet up for Monday. This accident so will happen today. It don't really surprise you for say 7 Okada people there, they come out their house fine this morning time. They go for roads. No be accept say they be wrong with the speed. They turn out the weight people that will carry them. They don't just go so.
Surprise, I know will say yes. I think say it just happened because we get for happen because actually what you are talking, I say if they provide space for Ben's Kingdom for stand weight passengers, I think say it will be better for we. Now because they no get space for junction them, they cover na road. Ambassador pass more for Marche Granga for Bonaberi. All those women, they wouldn't be exposed for road. I be sorry every day when I pass for that place because na road that way they enter Makwata. I be very sorry because one day we will get this kind of case, we will hear 100. Because if you look the whole UTA, come down past that market, they then na for road, they put things there na for road, not be even on top gutter, na for main road. So imagine say some camion fail brakes for that place, we go hear 100. So I think say something get for be done by the government delegates them for remedy this situation. So
for you check in a space where Okada people they need forget and place where they go turn up way far away for road.
They need space.
Okay.
They need space.
All right, we go left that palaver for accident as we talk. We go surely come turn back for that case for a Monday, but just as I be saying one of the strong thing that we pass for BNet capital for country Douala win Saturday 17 day for inside November moon. Other tori they will be talking inside the week now. We enter for them. We take una go for that side so where they call them say Carrefour Ajib. Na place where all people they sabi one road. They go now for that side from Bopi Market. Other roads where people they go down, they go right for that side from Dokoti. You feel go sell for Pepe City side. The other roads where they see they go up right for that side where they call them say waiting fair reach Besenge. But the thing where imito we na this water way turn up plenty from top quota. Even as well one pass, I did like say after we Tori house it pass so they showed it in. One time it did like say they don't go open water, they don't struggle for say me water come up for them. The water it don't dry as well be pass so they to them. But now after we Tori house it pass so they for sure say water it turn up plenty on top quota. No be na for sika say that place it will one na for sika say water self water it no get way for pass. So the only road where water people pass come out now for just pass inside the water come out for roads where anytime we rain it fall when water flow now for on top quota where this water it turn up. As we Tori house it be pass so they one time we don't see am say water it don't dry for that place. Now me say they don't surely go walk that water them. We go surely turn back for that place for city where it happen. But now just the condition this we will be meet up Carrefour Jeep. You see I say water don't flow when no this help for water for pass. The or pass help it prefer it pass on nyati for say make it Okada and no dirty. Now Ogambe when we see the kind of thing normal no be na tori people them even as when I would give information for people them would give people them tori. Normal I believe say some people they dey for all place where they the Tonton city where know they work find for inside all country. You check say all thing na tori man get for sure before they go talk say the only life for sure now only were what in there.
Ambassador, I think say inside country any man get he on duty for play for say make the country go before. And I think say be very normal for Tori house for show and then make them go do the work because you know say sometimes some man fit get some work for do but laziness the whole ye. But when they show am so shame the work up for ye and then they run go do the work way he be supposed for normally do am. But I think say Carrefour Ajib na inside central town, not enough for some outskirts for town where we fit talk say government officials they know the pass for they cancel people they pass for they and they see them. I don't know why they get for neglect their work until when I show them before they go do them. But now when our own contribution for some more country go before and make it clean. If FIFA we for the Nations Cup where they want come show them. If where they want play for Cameroon, I think say if we not continue so and for push them for do their work, I think say Cameroon will be a better place.
Now another palaver for road where we go talk on this afternoon. Na road for Nyala Chateau site. Na road to that way plenty people them. They don't complain on top. For Sika say the road system na road where they go for fee for Japomam. but people dey suffer on top that road for that side. So for Nyala Chateau, we sabi say we don fair pass for that side for Nyala for talk this palava for roads. E no stay, Ogan Governor delegate Ntone carry caterpillar and sansan, e go work for that side. But as well rain e fall for them, all sansan wey dey put am for there, e no make no sense. As well rain e don dig all the sansan, e throw am for one side. Even as well dey talk say na just for look out the place for the time, say the girl for can fix the roads. Now the road sesep e don work again. Wey for people dem for comot for that side. So for Nyala, wey na so part for Douala, reach for this side for Akwam. E dey like say dey travel. Dirty sesep e never left the road. People dem say they don design am for throw dirty only for corner roads. As well the road sesep e dey rot in the go. And sabi say the week sesep wey finish, people dem for calf, they be enter for inside country. We go enter for that palava. But just for sabi say people dem for Nyala, they don turn back for the same suffer wey they be used for suffer before caterpillar be go for this on half time. We will be over talk. Na that time caterpillar go there with Tory House e talk and so tey. Governor delegate sesep be saying caterpillar, but now so roads e don turn back to zero. War as we dey see am. Now Ogambe na road that the roads na one of the place in that way people on a road that way people dey use and go for Japoma. Even as way some other construct dey but people dey talk say na the main road that way dey take you go for Japoma. Now when they leave that road for people dem for the past, apart from say we get big competition wey go happen for inside we country for 2019, you see say that road na road wey dey get for labour make people dey talk all time.
Ambassador, na sad case again for come back for this road issue for Douala here. We know say most of the time we authorities that they minimize their work, they simplify their work, and then they leave them until at times we hear say person don't die before they wake up for sleep. Where it not be good for we country for 21st century. I think say anybody for this country get for do your work and do them well, because it be very sad for see and say people them for that side that they suffer so dirty everything. I don't know which way these people them for carve that they come so that they get them in mind. Even though last week we hear say they want the way they be there, they will take them past now for different road for reach for Japoma field. But I think say all the roads and where they lead towards that field, they get for fix them and fix them well, because we dey talk Japoma field, I think na about the 50,000 capacity stadium or 40. Okay, if that number of people then go full start for watch match, they go 1-1. But when match don't finish, they come out population they come out one time. How these people they will come out of that place? Aggression would they because people they would definitely come out for field for night, and then these boys then too they go stand for this kind of rough place. They go take advantage for do their own work. So if people they need for come off for start, then drive safely and freely for go their houses. They use all the roads and where they lead to that start. So may they not wait for that minute then go throw away another gravel. When competition start, it dig ye again before they start for fix them. And we know say the competition will take place now during rainy season. Now June and July, now the peak of rainy season. So I think say it no go be good for say make them go play that ball where all the roads and where they go for that feed they never finish them. I think say the competition supposed to come move wipe water for people the way they stay for Japoma side their eyes, but up to now we see say they still there inside tears that they suffer before they get to town. You know, fine.
Pam baby, I no go cut you, but plenty people they don't talk say the first Sansan way Panton and go through and say that one normal for country where they say money no they no be get for waste money, because if you get for ask how much they trade that sand caterpillar come out they full away use them, they will tell say they don't use plenty money. That same money they for fee save them, they add for one on top for see as well they put gravel, even quota the road say for do some small work for do. Now you check say that first money na just waste money or na they want to cover up for something.
Ambassador, they say Frenchman say le moins cher est cher. I think say would that talk they apply for this situation. Wait till they need where they go to away sansan for day, where the sansan no feel last. We they see the result, they don't throw away sansan for day, and the sansan don't dig again after one rain just fall. It shows say if we be then for the peak of rainy season, no say for don't wear safe pass. So I don't think say for run go through away sansan na for solve the problem. for solve that problem once and for all, na for tar the road. The money wey they use am for throw away that tar, if they be add small one day as we don talk, I think say they will tar that road once and for all, and wey go last for long, and wey with that government delegate will get more credibility, and you will get galong, as they talk. Say if you do work well, they add you galong. I think say if you do you work well, then for the go fee road with Sansan, where no go make save 1 month, I think say a waste of resources. Now for tar the road one time.
Now I want to ask you something. That one I just gonna side. If you don't look inside town for now, make the no talk like say with the talks on kind of thing. Then, but if you don't look for town small, even this road where they go for that side for market for Kululu side, just for we corner here the construct where they go for that side. See and say plenty who they be there. They don't do cut and nail, they just box the hole for corner, throw a quarter for inside, flatten the place. If you see them for the whole town, nothing that they don't struggle for do. If you say that patch and when they patch, I wanna just say preventive is better than general hospital as well they ever talk.
Well, Ambassador, I think say for patch that road, so well, if government delegates here and say na fine thing, but with problem na say make it last. With problem na say make it last. It made them no go do poor mixture. They patch them, they want break that very place dig again. It shows say make them go patch them. I think say we get for learn how for do work and do them once, so that when you do that work fine, the next thing I say the next roadway one spoil, you go do them well too, and then at the end of the day we get a good town, we get good roads for Townsend. But if you go patch, as you the patch you go you dig the follow. The next thing I say, you go pass all your time for the patch, where you for just do one thing, do them one time, you come off for back problem. So I think say that patching no really fine, but if the mixture feel last for some time, at least 2-3 years, I think say not too bad. But for advice government delegate, na say make it take your time, do the work one time, and it come off for back problem.
Alright, another road too we'll go talk on top this afternoon. We don't stand out in Palava Road. I show the start story for this afternoon after the accident. Better we start one time for road. Another road we'll go talk on top this Palava. Call the people them. Now road says we don't open last after we it so the roads it be fair turn up we it so no be don't fair the pass. After we walk it be the happen for that side. Make we talk this other Palava for this road for that side, so we they call them say Kojefa. Sabi say na place wey bridge e be broke some half time wey people dem say they no be fit for waka for them. Now they don't put another small pikin bridge for that side, and the road it already start pass. After some time Sabi say time wey the place e be broke wey quota for that side e fall for inside the bridge. E make am people they no be fit for waka. So even Oga Governor sef wey e dey for Douala here, Samuel do the neighbor Diboam, he too e be go for that side for go see as wey the road e don open now. Plenty people dey talk say na better thing. Oga Mbe, I want to find out from you for inside this Palava for bridge. Even as we na small one, you sure say the one e go fit for help the situations. I be say the place for Kojefa all time 84. Now they don't put another small one. This small one e go help when rain fall plenty.
Ambassador, na the question that way we ask him, but I think say the bridge where they don't put on for the fine, na fine idea. You know, fine for criticize even thing way fine, but na fine thing where they don't do them. If it go serve the purpose, way or it go solve that problem where they for that place where bridge the so called. If you go fit permit water for circulate without any problem when heavy rain fall, then I think say they don't do fine thing. But if they don't so go make economy, we still get flood problem for day where we still climb up so they cut the bridge. I think say they never do anything. But we just wait for see when heavy rains then will fall, then we go see if it no go disturb again for road. I think say we will talk say government don't try for that one.
Now, when we look at this bridge, we sabi say na Palava overweight, and plenty people they talk say the way we walk people them for Douala they walk, they know to make space for say make water pass. Even water they pass on side the way the water they go tight. So when they even make the road, they need the open side say water pass, and when water one pass, you know if you stop it.
Yeah, I think say we government delegate for Douala, Dr. Frinton, still get for look into that problem, because now a very big problem for Douala, very big problem. just the other day, Pikin fall for some quarter for Bonaberi Day. He fall inside water, he die. When are all these kind of things and for drainage, I think say government delegate ready for take time, he make feasibility studies on the field, he see how where the field create good drainage then for Douala, because with greatest problem, you know, say Douala sleep na flat, you know, they hilly where water they run fast for gold empty inside sea. It dey flat, so we get for create good drainage systems and way when rain dey fall, water dey flow. You know, we got as the flop like we don't see them for the other image. We got as the flop now because the drainage system for Douala no fine. We need for review the drainage system so that as rain dey fall, water will flow with speed, dey go down, go empty for sea. I think say if government delegate do that one, we go don solve the problem for floods and for Douala.
All right, we go left palava for roads. We just talk this palava. Sabi say all the thing that we don't talk palava for roads. It dey inside thing where people them for CAF, they be turn for inside country this week we just finish for them for Siam. Sabi say people them for CAF, they also come for can check as we Cameroon. It dey prepare for happen man Dambam for 2019. They be there for Japoma small picking fee. They look work way it dey happen for that side. Oga Pierre Ishmael be doing part. Governor Seseb, Samuel to the neighbor Dibois, they be there for check the work way people them where they come up for Turkey when then they look out that fee for that side for Japoma. Work where they don't do Sabi say the people them for CAF turn inside the fee for Japoma for that side inside Douala here for see as we the work game, and they say they see as we the work it happen. The roof for the fee they don't already start to put them. Some chair they say as soon as they see them they don't already start put chair them for that side so for Japoma. After we the turn look the work as we the work it happen. Sabi say the meeting for inside Japoma, the look worker for Japoma it finish. Now it is on Sumon Dongamen where it happen as also for inside the place where they fix the fee for that side. Oga Pierre Ishmael be doing part. Now SSL be there for head table for hearing where people then for cap the talk and so now so the fee it go there when all work it don't finish. For side for Bepanda or Miss SSF, the people then too they be there for see as we work it happen. They see and say chair them. They don't already put them for all sides for show say work it is also go for before. Even as we they never plant grass on top fee, but the work it go. All man it dey promise say December 31 they go don finish all the work for fee for that side so for inside Bepanda and even the other fee the way they happen for inside here. Sabi say they be there for side for Bona Musadim when a small picking fee to go be there. Even for Mbappe Lepe they be there for see as we work it happen, and the people then for CAF Sabi say their work it no be there na only for palava for fee, but I know Sabi the road where they be take them pass they see now only for fee. True if na for fee, if we get for year to a contractor that they talk 31 December 31 day for inside number 12 moon all work it don't go all work it go don't finish. Now Ogambe as Sabi say all we would want to say make this competition enter for inside Cameroon, but when you see the way they work it go and so other small thing the way they hang for corner, you check say by that 31 day even as soon as we pray plenty of the work then go don't finish.
Well, Ambassador, you know, it's in a technical part that, and I doubt seriously because I don't know with the level of work we would see. I think say by that 31st December, they will hardly finish that work. I think say when we talk about hosting of a Nations Cup, we know they only talking about field, the roads, them, the hospitals, all infrastructures, hotels, all these things and be involved. I think say if we look at the level of work done, I check say 31st December, doubt whether they will finish them, but since with the engineers that they assure we more just keep our fingers then cross, say me then try for finish their work by the time where they talk so that Cameroon fi host that Nations Cup. I think say I fi talk say na once a lifetime issue and no man will know that Cameroon now way you go want for miss that opportunity. Or we pray and I say make Cameroon host the Nations Cup.
Yeah, some of we time way the Cameroon be happen the first Nations Cup
for 1972.
We will not be done be people the whole day now. So yeah. For Sabi to happen. But based on BB thing with the way they happen, we own big people them they only try for sure. We say work for fee it they go for before, work for fee they go for before. They don't they like say they forget different side the way it be part for this competition. wey as we talk na palava for road. E dey like say they don't forget that side complete. And if we enter for some of the hospital, dem say wey dey talk say na for there wey dem dey carry sick people dem go. Some of the hospital dey lack plenty thing dem. Na which time dem go do all the one dey all that one dey so well join am. Their heart, how you check like Cameroun? Sabi all we want to say make dem the competition happen, but how you check when they only show we say na fee? E dey like say na only for on top fee the people dey go carry them.
Ambassador, they say impossible n'est pas Camerounais. I think say we only get for keep our fingers then cross. We wait, we see where they feed one. But I think say the authorities then get for work extra hard for say make things them work out. You know when the CAF president become for Cameroon, if he talk some technical language, and people the way they get ear they hear. And people the way they get head, they get for reflect on top that talk. If you say they never withdraw can for Cameroon, now Cameroon will talk whether they be ready or not. Now so we talk. Now analysis that at the end of the day after we come visit Cameroon. So what means say wait, if we not be ready at all level, we finish feed them they fine. Hospitals they know they up to standard. Hotels they know they up to standard. And then the roads they know they up to standard. They say no, but when I not be ready. Now when I don't decide say when I know one host because all things they know they are up to standard. So I think say we authorities then get for work extra hard for cover all the areas then will be involved as far as hosting of a nation's cup be concerned. We talk about hundreds of thousands of people the way they will enter Cameroon. So we get for provide enough security, everything, and enough accommodation for all the delegations the way they come in.
The first time when at 2014 the one time
and where it shows say the population where we used to get them
for different places
we on will double because the number of teams they don't add. So I mean I think say we authorities then get for work extra hard if they really want say make we host this nation's cup. They get for work day and night from now onward till that 31st December because I think say CAF to get it on deadline where they get for give their final decision. And so if they say 31st December, if that 31st December reach way we not meet up, I don't know what will go happen. It will be a very shameful thing for we for lost this can.
Did you ever talk say we like na last minute? You sure say last minute go favor with the time?
Now yeah, I don't talk say they say impossible n'est pas Camerounais. So if they fit do anything for 10 minutes, so they will host they can, it will be a happiness for all Cameroonians because all we want for say the Nations Cup pass for Cameroon.
Okay, we go left this palaver, we keep on for one side. We this also pray and our prayer now say make people the way they get the work for do am, make the members say they get plenty work. No be now only feed them, we sabi say for fee side, work pressure they on top, they put fire for people them for work. But we get road them too, where they get for open them, we get hospital them too, they get for fix them, we get even hotel them too, they get for fix them. Make we no concentrate only for fee. For them that go happen, but who side people they go shit down, how people they go work a reach for day, with the talk now say no big people them they try for put power to for all the side them made them only put them on top fee. All man it won't be for see as Sudan Damba, it go pass for Cameroon for June and July. We go left that palaver, we talk this now, palaver for land. We sabi say Angomna, if we don't take land for people then for that side, so for Bonatekim and even for Bepanda side, where it is so all them. Now since for 1986, 32 years now so, where it is so Angomna be take land for the people then put their own thing them, road a pass on top, Chakada people their house. They be promised all the people them, 908 people them say they go pay them money and money where they be get for paying for them. Now 1,800,000,000 francs EFA. 32 years after, so now money he never show. Now where the people necessary the day consign 908 of them where they so they alive so today they go meet up organ tonem for ask pan tonem who side book for the land palaba idem and how the thing edi waka organ tonem try for talk for them say this so the book if you don't get some small confusion but they go see as well they go bring them back for office then they go start for work on top so that the people their money e come out. Sabi say since where this palaba don't happen, since government delegate they don't look out Douala City Council, 7 SDO they don't look out Wuri Division, and the book for the people their land e don pass for sotey 3 different ministries dem. Now oga mbengwa na case wey don start since 1986, 32 years today, and the people dey so get hope say that money 1,800,000,000 francs CFA e go comot. You get hope say that money go true comot?
Well, Ambassador, you know, say everything for Cameroon, the worker as the people they were there on top, decision makers they want them. If they decide to make the money come out, I don't see which way will block the money. If they decide say they will keep on the play with the people them, make the matter can't finish law, so it will only continue. So, but I think say na problem for will. If the will did it, because I don't think say na problem for money, say state lack the money for compensate this mammy then where they don't all as we see them. So imagine see the way where they should do. Very sad. I think say if the state decide today say they go pay that money, they go pay. So if the government delegate don't talk say confusion be there, but they will follow them up. You don't cite the number of due the way they don't pass for free, the number of government delegates them and so on. All these authorities them. I think say as they don't fall now for the time for Dr. Fritz Tonner, if he fit really help these people them for get their money, I think say will help them because things are strong for Cameroon now. We know them. If this mammy then get that money, I think say it will help them for do 1 or 2 things, maybe pay even picking their school fees. Look past them with mammy them the way they should do, you know, fine. I think say if find some and try for solve their problem so that they feel look at their families them. Some then they where they feed they so where they destroy them, they never even get money for go build different house, they manage for rentage. I think save that money come out, if he help them go a long way for acquire another land or be some small house. So I think say as government delegate don't promise them, may try your best for see and say they help them and meet them without papa them.
All right, we go left that palaver for land. We go take una go for that side from Konsamba. Na at Konsamba 2, we Ngomna delegate SSF inside the Wikwe Pass. Ebi as to go Chakara people their container them according to the Ngomna delegate SSF. It talks say the people them with the container them. They are the disturb road. And the young people them where they just start for do their own small work for that side. Just for sabi say these people themselves for that side. Now the small blizzard where they fit get their small chop for drink their garden. And just for sabi say this palaver so will happen for that side. It don't surprise some of the young people the way Nkunkuma talk saying that themselves they get for make them no be na say na for wait Ngomna work all that kind of thing them. It don't make people them plenty for surprise for the kind of work way Ngomna delegate it do for that side. So from Konsamba council or Konsamba when na city council say we didn't. Now Ogambe time way when Nkunkuma they talk say young people they say they get for CC them too they start for work help their combi them. Young people there they want start for do their own small handwork with the sabi they can't come out the container them for ground say they na urban disorder they the dirty place. You sure say the kind of action they go help, you know, go only send the people them for inside quarter for start thief.
Well, Ambassador, that question, the 1,000,001 question that we will get for asking, but the problem here na say when they call them urban disorder, who said they be there where these people they put those things in? Who said they be there where they bill them? You see, say no na one container then come broke and say some man just go fix something, can't put them for one place for one night. They break they only woke up here. Nothing they don't put them for long. And all they not join can put on a one day for talk say no then surprise government no be no. Any man get a small capital, he go invest. Any man get a small capital, go invest. Those containers they already broken now, they don't put them for a long period of time. Who's a government delegate be there for stop them for no put them? They leave them. You sure say that people then there for corner roads so they know they pay tax for government? Who said they be there before when the people they be put them? When they see a first man put them, they get for can't stop them immediately. Say they know one container for corner road. They know will leave and people they spend money. Imagine the whole street as we see them. So they don't take a long time for put all these containers in. But government delegate, you know they talk anything. They leave and they put them. They woke up one morning, come the Chakara. I check say no be correct. When they just see thing where it will bring disorder, when first person start them, they get for stop them, make it no continue. They no get for leave them, make people they build all their life around that area, around that containers because they broken where they lock and so there are things and they inside as they destroy and so some people then for Pago village or then 20 people then you sleep for night and come they harass you now for night because
that way the struggle self for even come out
imagine because you know it when no day now you life that not for day the feel is more family if they can't destroy them so I think say no it no be a good thing. I think say when the government get plan for town all the towns them the plans and they place where government know say this kind thing no get for happen for they no get for live them. It just did the same like how they leave people they build for some swampy areas then one good morning disaster come they can't start broke the houses but where you go when they start build their house cancel they go put that Red Cross for day say they no want them immediately you go for office no you get right for B one day they come again say no we no get right for B for you. I think say things and they where they go wrong for country where need to make them address them for say may avoid catastrophe like this kind of one because this one na really disaster for send so many people then for house without food.
Now, I want to ask you, inside the country, plenty people that the one for compare Cameroon and in neighbor them like in Nigeria. When you finish school, they get this youth service where they send you for the way before you want to come out. Maybe some work there for you. For them, you young man when you finish school, if you know sabi handwork, you know if you do know nothing. I believe saying governor for me. I believe saying governor get for the help young people. I believe saying governor he don't commodity for civic agency, youth and civic agency where they help people them with the money where at the here say after they get for pay that fine where they don't give them. You should say for me you feel saying governor get for the give money for people them for work after they pay or na saying governor just get for support young people there so that they go the grow gonna for only for before.
Ambassador, me I think say government the money where government they take and for give and for use them for invest. I think say that initiative is not really fine. I think say government fit create companies them, more companies than we will employ these youth because you give.
But if some young man they will sabi handwork already, they no get for give tax. They get for levy making business grow.
Yeah, ambassador, in a good way that for support they use them because that youth way he get handwork, he too will create employment too, and he will But even I say youths and where they not really get handwork, make them go do business before they pay back the money. So many of them don't crash. You would hear like this PME. We are here said that bank way be the finance. She don't for front my office yesterday. I hear some colleague they talk how he don't go sell for they for go borrow money. They say money no day. People they don't borrow money because the yes say government they borrow money for people that they go borrow say where they don't even know what to for do and they go invest for things where they don't know it crumble. So I think say the best thing for government for do now for create government companies then because when government create company we sure say that company feel last even 100 years. But if you give money for man where you know some good handwork for invest for day, I think say would it throw away that money na throw away because if you go fail for that business at the end of the day he no get employment he no fit employ another Cameroonian the money save no there for back and for give them too for others and way them too they need them. So I think say the best thing for government for do them na for create companies them where it will create more job opportunities than for Cameroonians then. But for the ones that where they know their technique, where they go come out like technical school, where they feel open companies then, I think the government feel support them. If they give them the money, they make sure say them pass through the control for see say the business they grow so that they will get back that money for help the ones and two where they come up.
All right, we go left that palava. We enter for this chapter for West for we for start for finish program. Sabi say week we just finish. Ebidena a week for lawyers them. We did the lookout case for Ayuk Tabe, Seseko Ayuk Tabe, and it come be the way they be thief them for that side for Nigeria, bring them for inside Cameroon. Sabi say the lawyer people them they be the act na say they left their own person, the president for people them for Abazonia as well they put them say it they so they thief na a own right to they violate them for bringing for this side so they be ask ask and say make the levy so that anytime they want to make it come for court, if they come for court, but that court case we pass for appeal court for Yawende, it no be last waka fine, as we lawyer they no be glad plenty, but they talk say the only solution just now for them for right complaint, send them for a Supreme Court, now when at the highest court to for inside country, when all they call them, they don't deny, say they no one hears on case, or they know they give better answer, Supreme Court for country, now the highest place that if you go, so they don't write letter, send them for that people them for inside Supreme Court, for see as we they go left their people them, then anytime they feel they come, when court case is them, say me they can hear, so they will get 48 hours for do that work. We go left that palaver for Sisiko, Ayuktabim, we talk this other one for that side, so we they call them say Oburim, we na international organization say well food program, sabi say the palaver for Norway Southwest, it don't take 2 years, it already passed, it enter 3 years already, where the case is start, well food program and Cameroun Red Cross, inside the week we finish, they be meet up with some of the people there, they don't run for this palaver for Norway Southwest, we then say they did for Douala here, for give them small malam, sabi say they be give them flour, they give them rice, they give them milk, they give them even oil and even sugar for say make they use them cook for that side, so for see as we go help them. Now the first time we international organization say the sabi official we they do the kind of work, and sabi say they get for do the same thing for all side for people there they don't run according to them inside Wuri so take 5,000 they don't already be here, then for that side, so for inside Mongo division, so for Douala, they get more than 5,000 people there, they don't count them for time where they do the work. Now, all the one, if they come to a SDF senator, then too, they don't talk. SDF senator, then too, they be come out for talk from Kunkumam. Say time for talk, it don't pass. Say make na time for them, for see as way they go sit down on top one place for talk peace, and only peace way if you bring solution for people then for Norwest Southwest. So they talk say talk when Kunkuma talk Amaswe be take chair again for sit down for 7 years. That one it no be na talk. Say the best thing for them according to senator them for SDF. Now say make all people there they the whole shake and shoot. They put them for ground. Then they find way they go sit down on top one place for talk so that peace it go last turn back for Norwest and Southwest. Senator and SSF they say they no understand as way they go thief picking them for school. One time they bring picking them, they send them for mommy them. Say normal for better country them. Therefore put that picking them for center. Then they talk for their heads so that they no go the thing way it happen for them for the 2-3 nights way they be sleep for outside. So now some of the story then that for under this palaver for inside Norwest and Southwest way happen inside the week. Now Ogambe, you don't hear all the 2 way pass. Ayuk Siseko Ayuk Tabi case we court people they deny, they get for send reports, they get for write another complaint for appeals court. Then the help for people the way they the year back and senator them for SDF where they come out. All the one they so wait if you for talk.
Yeah, Ambassador, I think say like you don't talk and for your report say for your presentation say time don't pass for talk. I think say this problem Northwest and Southwest time for action you don't reach. At least the pains you don't too much. I think say president be talking for his speech they will be the take he swear in he talk about laying down of arms. I think say na time for pass for action. He get for do go an extra mile for say make this issue stop. When he talk say lay down arms, he dey talk na for who? He dey address himself directly na for who?
No,
we know say the succession is then na who?
The president be clear time we be talk say make una keep una shake and shoot them for ground. He talk straight for people they no get rights for it, they no get right for whole gun, where they the whole gun.
We don't
normal near them, K2 them, or them from Kunkuma Sabi say they get right for whole gun. But the other people they never train them for whole gun, now we give them message. But SDF senator them they try for talk say make all man put a gun for ground.
Actually, Ambassador, you know say this issue it no be start with gun. Gun start na for government side. Na repression it make these people them pick up arms them too. I think say president know the solution for this issue. If he want and say make peace reign, I think say peace will reign. Now why that way they talk say make president go an extra mile for see say this thing go into action. Everybody, Cameroonians, international community, they fight for say make peace reign back for Cameroon. But yet everybody they ask for inclusive dialogue. President they talk say make dem drop down arms, then follow the right track. I don't know which one be the right track. I don't know when these guys they will put down their arms. We don't hear what will happen for my 16 and my 14 for Boya, I think 2 days ago.
Even for
what will happen for Ndu all this
sites?
Inside this week. It don't worse na worse. So I think say it don't pass time for talk, na time for enter for action. And the action for me are the proposed na peaceful way, dialogue. No be not say the get government get for continue with force. I think say that force he never solved this problem for 2 years. We see them for social media, the people the way they hold the arms, then say they are up to the task. So when it will continue, so they go anywhere, we don't know. So I think say that time for dialogue, and the government get for create that dialogue. Because I don't know, maybe the guys then too the fear say, okay, if I come on out talk say I want to represent the fighters then. Okay, who they for government side for say more talk, they go cash local. So I think say government great for create a peaceful atmosphere where all man go come out. Look, only ma just take that one like by the way. Which way Cardinal to me they try for do with Dr. Munzu. Dr. Munzu don't already resign because he said he received threats them for his life. You see, say don't already they go into a chaos. And so I think say this problem will be very very complex. Complex in which sense? When they talk about inclusive dialogue, all the actors then get to be involved because this problem, it concern, if you look at where, it get 3 ways or 3 people, the 3 key actors and be involved. We get people then where they stand for unity, say make Cameroon remain one. On the other side, we get people then where na federalist, like the Cardinal Tumis and the Munzus and that commission. They are for the for federalism, but there is another side where they stand for separation. These 3 people, them government and the people that where they stand for unity, a unitary state, the people that where they want federation and the one that where they want separation. All them get for sit for table, and they get for assure government get for assure their security. Say they go she don't talk peacefully and then find a lasting solution to this problem.
You sabi that.
May they not check and say some man your point be a taboo. Because when they take and say some man your point be a taboo, I don't know how they will ever sit down for dialogue, for talk, for find a lasting solution. But if they consider everybody as a key actor and all these 3 people them, these 3 opinions that they put on for table, I sure say we will get a lasting solution.
Now you sabi the talk say nature for state, they no fit ever talk about them.
Now you are the talk say ambassador, if they consider that one like a taboo, then I don't know how we will come out of this problem. We don't suffer a lot and we don't want to continue the suffer. We don't lose lives. We don't want to continue the lost lives again. I think say no topic now. So between these 3 groups of people for Cameroon, these 3 groups, nothing no be a taboo for my own way where I see them. Make all them sit for table, all the 3 groups them, the separatists, the federalists, and the people the way they want one united Cameroon. Make all these 3 actors them sit together, then put their opinions. You know, this problem na problem where we need na the force of argument, not the argument of force. The problem need na the force of argument. How you defend your point. For convince your brother, say this thing where you ask and so, you know fine. Not enough the argument of force. The argument of force now you dey for fee now. When I gone, when I shooting, when I killing, we will not want them again. Now the force of argument will solve this problem. If the people then wait then the different groups of people then sit on the table, then dialogue well, they argue their points and well, I think say among them they will find solution where it will please all Cameroonians them. Low level Cameroonians them, ordinary citizens like we. I think say that solution will come up for them if all them fit sit down and talk. If possible with a neutral body for help for CC, make everything go peacefully.
Now this case small on top Siseko Ayuktabi, a case where they push them, where in fact the council and say they no feel left them, may they go. For Sika say we know the reason, and they get for right for Supreme Court. Where you be here the team for inside the week. How you be feel?
Well, Ambassador,
man no contemplate people that checks maybe if they left the people then one way that they already start for.
We don't read them for social media, read them for newspapers and where they talk say the beginning of the solution na say make them leave them first. So if na for government for see whether na a way forward for start solve the problem. If they see and say na a way forward, I think say they feel listen to the opinion, the people the way they of the opinion say make they release them. I think at this level it be very complex because it dey inside law people their hands. I think say the lawyers the way they defend these people them, they know their rights, they know what way they fit do, they know what way they fit ask, and they know what way fit be possible for say make them solve this problem. Now legal minds them, and I think say they know their work. If they don't run for Supreme Court for put their petition for they say make them release them, we only hope say make government fit accept their petition for say more start for solve this problem because we don't over loss for Cameroon. Economy they down from northwest and southwest, things they know the worker, all we know. So all we the hope na say make things they return back to normal because no man know the way come on northwest or southwest way they live for Douala, we never suffer this effect. All we they suffer the effect because from time to time yeah people that they run can meet up you here you they struggle for feet.
So when they sleep
10 people them, I mean the pains it be too much and I think say time for action don't reach and I call on the government for say make them find all way for solve this problem for say we come out of this crisis.
Alright, last story before we enter for the announce we'll get we get the case for ex-work people them for Ashanti Naval where they also make mash for before delegation for labor and social security for inside Douala here. For the week we pass, then say they be also before roads for talks they pay the money when Kunkuma says e be sign am we so now they never see the money. Just for sabi say them say they cry since and you don't bad na bad where they she don't have for ground where they also wait say if they so make a minister say and the people there they control the money may they give them the money so that it go finish. Kunkuma be don't sign book since say may they look all the people them but sote inside the week where job finish there be also dey for roads for make mash as well they also ask for their money plenty money where they ask them since where they be comot them for work for say be net for country e be don war so they left some of them for outside and governor be promise for pay them for their right. Maybe you comment some more before I get this announce them. Pambe this ex-works people them too for Ashanti Naval they don't do this thing all time for call attention. Kunkuma be don sign books say make they pay them. Why they know the respect Kunkuma signature too?
Well, Ambassador, you know, say na so country to go many things and the way they sign them for paper, but for put them for feel, they happen the same way. But I think say a very bad habit that, and I think we authorities and get for change for say me our country go before. We know say Ashanti Naval every time na men use that for all time. Without people the way they strike, you don't see na pardon for na heads them for family. Mommy them with papa them. You see someone will carry hand na for head. You understand what way they go through, pains and where they go through. If you move man for what way you know, give eating way even turn back for quarter, make na small business for Helebi family. How that person will do with the family? Where be the chop na for that work? So I think say government get for do something for solve their problem. They show good image for our country. I think say na things and this way we get for try all way for avoid them for not the tarnish image for our country. Say they know they pay workers, they know they do this. It give a very bad image about Cameroon and nothing where we get for discouragement with the last energy.
All right, we finish story for this afternoon. We get case where they don't lose. We go start with this one where they call it say A1 Cecilia where it don't lose. A1 Cecilia no game where it don't lose. They say this bikini loss since for Sunday 11th day for November for 2018. They talk say time with this bikini. It be come off for house. It be wear some clothes when a jean and it be wear 2 rope slippers for come off for house. He get short hair for his style way he put them for a hit and they talk say this pikin e get a black color according to wetin we hear, and the pikin as we hear e be the shidon for place wey they call am say Posam Mission Catholique. E mean say they stay opposite for Posam Mission Catholique. So Madam Toi Nokom e dey beg any person wey don keep this pikin make e call this dignity number dem 667-275-499, 683-515-224, or e bring the pikin for a gendarmerie for that side for Ariopom, as well they put am for airport side, or e bring the pikin for Equinoxe Story House, Plenty Dash, Ediweti. Madame Touanoko annonce la disparition de sa fille, la nommée Ewane Cécile Norga, depuis le dimanche 11 novembre 2018. Elle a une teinte noire et elle porte des complaisances. Elle est âgée de 14 ans. Elle jouit de toutes ses facultés mentales. Elle habite le quartier non glacé au lieu-dit Posam Mission Catholique. Madame Toi Noko, petite personne qui retrouvait ou hébergeait sa fille, de bien vouloir se contacter au numéro suivant 667-275 499 683 515 224 ou la conduit à la gendarmerie de Arioport ou à la télévision Equinoxe contre une très forte récompense. We get this other lost case when Soso Gonderium, the 13-year-old Pekin, they call in Lango Julien. Lango Julien, he get 13 years, as well I talk for now. And Ma Zambo Julien Sesep, et they announce say a Pekin, he don't disappear. Pekin come off for house Wednesday, number 14 day for inside this moon, around that kind of 6 o'clock for morning time. Pekin too, he get na short hair, he means he don't baba na short hair. Pekin, he talk French fine, and he talk to talk for people there they come out for Mbuda. They say the Pekin he define for he hate, it means say he no get any case for Kolomenta. They say the Pekin he don't come out for house and they no sabi side where he go. So Mazambo Julien he beg any person where he don't see this Pekin, make he call the Trinity number them 679-824-428, 699-050-721 or 693-849-363. If you know if you call that number them, you take the Pekin go for 7 District Police Station, or you bring it for Equinoxe Story House, Plenty Dash 2, Ediweti you. Madame Zamboa Julien annonce la disparition de sa fille, la nommée Langoa Julien, âgée de 13 ans. Elle serait partie de la maison le mercredi 14 novembre 2018 aux environs de 10h à 6h. Elle a des cheveux coupés courts. Elle s'exprime en français et en Bouddha et jouit de toutes ses facultés mentales. Madame Zambo Julien prie toute personne qui retrouvait ou hébergeait sa fille de bien vouloir contacter le numéro suivant 679 824 248 699 050 721 ou 693 849 336 ou la conduire au commissariat du 7e ou à la télévision Equinoxe contre une très forte récompense. Last one we'll get on for this afternoon as some boy picking where they call it waiting Mecca Orish Anthony. Yes, Mecca Orish Anthony now the picking that. This picking he get 12 years and the talk say come up for house since for Wednesday number 14 day for this moon for 3 o'clock afternoon. Time we picking be come up for house. He be wear some trousers, gym trousers with a blue and some Lacoste black clothes where he wear them with his own small slippers for foot. They say the Pekin he hates, he not enough fine, and they say the Pekin he gets some small ebois for a left hand according to which we see him for paper. They say this Pekin he be the Shidona for that side for Barcelona. Time we he be come off for house. So Ma Yemele Louis. If they beg any person who see this Pekin or if they keep him, make it take him for 8 district police station for Dakar or he call the tiny number them 676 179 not 6 670 163 343 or he bring him for Equinoxe Story House. Plenty Dash Ediweti. Madame Yemene Louise annonce la disparition de son fils, la nommée Mecca Orish Anthony, âgé de 12 ans. Il est porté disparu depuis le mercredi 14 novembre 2018 aux environs de 15h aux environs de 15 heures. Et ne jouez pas de toutes ses facultés mentales, ne porte pas et souffre, ne parle pas et souffre d'un handicap par tout la côté gauche de son corps. Il est parti du quartier Barcelone. Madame Yemele prie toute personne qui retrouvait ou hébergerait son fils de bien vouloir le conduire au commissariat du 8e arrondissement ou la contacter au numéro suivant 676 179 006 670 163 343 ou la conduire à la télévision Equinoxe contre une très forte récompense. Now the story than that for this afternoon con the people them we got plenty for all now on a meter week the look week inside the week. Another week this starts more time, plenty tank. Ledu Pone, Malis and Nadingwa for the Gehan, Dallas China SSF, Egehan, Dani Warren ZD2, Egehan for the beta 2 pass for today. Ogambe, thank you plenty for your time.
Thank you, Ambassador, for the invitation where you give me for can contribute for this program, for say maybe country work I find. And the promise anytime where you need my assistance for can contribute for program, I will be ready for can because all we want a better Cameroon.
As well Gambe talk, we didn't for make Cameroon go for before, we know they for Chakara. On a whole I'm tight, sote for Monday.